Hello again, my lovelies, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem, the first one of July 2022. My voice is coming and going. I am trying to get over some sort of crazy flu. Not COVID, thank God I was negative. And now we're just trying to get back into really getting some videos and content put out for my subscribers and my members. I am going to try to get you members at least 3 videos a week. So if you would like to see the member-only videos where I do outside the realm of what I do on my normal channel, and basically anything that you want me to try, see, or do, I'll do that as well. Click that join button down below and become a member of my channel. And I believe it's only $4.99 a month, maybe $5.99, I don't remember. It'll be all next to my little name that says join, or ask me and I can send you a link. I will also have affiliates down below for the products that I am using. Check that out. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps support my channel to bring you all this free content that I strive for every month. So, Mixed Media Mayhem is a group of us that love to get together and play with mixed media. We have changed it up. We no longer do like a lift, a true lift of anyone. You guys know there was some drama a few months ago, and we decided let's just change it up, or lift people that we know do not mind and will not get upset or offended if we lift them. Like the hop last month was Rebecca Moore. We lifted her and she was totally okay with that. So people that we lift, we will have reached out to and gotten permission from, or be lifting each other. So we now kind of do like a little recipe for mixed media, and we do oddball things. Adam chose this week, so obviously Scrappy Adam, Dottie About Flair. Part of his 3 is Flair. So he wants us to use a stencil, Flair, and ink sprays. So I have not pulled any mixed media out yet, but I do have this stencil and this stencil. So this stencil is the stencil that goes with the Simple Vintage Indigo Garden by Simple Stories. And it is the Butterfly Garden. So I'm going to see about using some of those. And I have this very cool mixed media stencil from Brutus Monroe, which is called Circle Tone. And I love that one. I used to store all my Brutus Monroe stencils in a totally separate area just to keep my Brutus Monroe supplies together because I'm on the design team. And I wasn't grabbing them for other layouts. Like when I go to my stencil, my little stencil pack, and I dig through it, these weren't in there. So I have moved them, and now we'll be playing with them a lot more. I've also got my Dottie About Flair Flair case. I do have a couple other flares in here. I do have some Yes Please paper crafting flares, some cherry on top, but the majority of it is Dottie About Flair because Adam's one of my besties. So I have no idea what we're gonna pull, but we are going to do that, and I will probably add some thread behind it as well. So but it is also July 1st, and that means another month-long series, except this month it's all about Off the Board, which is the brainchild of the lovely Crystal Barrett, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. And it's all about getting all of those things off of our Pinterest boards that we've pinned and wanted to use. You guys know we do it every month, but now it's a month-long series. So I have chose this lovely pin that I have pinned, and I cannot pronounce her name, but she is right there. There's the creator and everything from it, and it's got lovely mixed media, 1 photo, and a whole bunch of fun things. So I have pulled in the Birch Bark stamp, and it is a Nicole Wright Designs from Wild Whisper, so I want to use that. It's going to be the first time that I am playing with this one. Picked this up at a cherry on top, and I also have my 2 Close to My Heart stamp sets. This is Perfectly Imperfect Patterns, and then this one I totally just found, and it's it was a stamp of the month, and it's from me to you, and it's got all kinds of like fun little words on there, and there is some word stamping in there as well. So we're going to use those. I just have to decide what I'm going to use, what colors I want to pull, because I've got this is a Close to My Heart just sheet of white cardstock. We're going to be doing this one photo of my husband, his brother, and my father-in-law, his dad, my new daddy. And I'm going to be pulling in a lot of the scraps from this collection. This is also one of my 6 How to Kill a Kit with Styles for July 2022. I may pull in this some of this washi tape just to do some of the strips, but I've got to go ahead and dig through this portion, try to find what I want to do, and we will come back and do some of that ink blending and stenciling and smishing. So we have to use ink sprays. So I think to achieve a lot of the look, I'm going to do the packaging technique. Just kind of squish that around, and I actually may even move it over here, because a lot of times when I do these layouts, I do them to the left of the page. So maybe switch it up, do it to the right, you know, I don't know. And I am even thinking of doing some paper tearing over here and tucking some in, because if we just keep it all over here, too much white space. So we're going to do some faux stuff over there as well. But I got to figure out what scraps I'm going to use and what we're going to pull in, and then I will get some distress inks and some Burgess Monroe sprays, maybe even some other different sprays. I don't really know. But I'll come back and do that all with you, so give me just 1 minute. So I've picked some things out. I am going to actually frame this photo with one of the frames. So we're going to get that done before we start doing the mixed media. Just so we know we've got everything covered. Alright, so I want to pull it over a bit just so that my father-in-law's, let's go this way so I know that we're in the frame here, right? I apologize if my head's in the way. Okay, we're going to have to go with that. I'm a little snuffly. And then I just come in and just oh, that was bad, you guys. That was a bad placements on my part. I've got way too much glue. But that's okay. That's okay. Apparently, I forgot how to cut. I mean, this has just been a chore for me. Alright. Oh, this is what happens when you don't spend time in your room anymore. Okay. So, I'm definitely going to do that there. So we are just going to take our pencil and lightly draw our little line, which you won't be able to see, but that way I know where the mixed media is going to go. I have pulled out the Distress Oxide Spray in Mustard Seed, Chroma Mist in Bumblebee Yellow, and 3 different greens of Distress Ink. So we have Peeled Paint, Bundled Sage, and Shabby Shutters. And we're going to do the mixed media. It is going to be layering, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do the yellow first, and then we'll let it dry. And then we're going to come in with the 2 lighter, the Bundled Sage and Shabby Shutter, to do more of the packaging. And we're going to do our stenciling in Peeled Paint. So we've got our Bumblebee mixed up. I need to order some more. Actually, I probably have more of this. So we're going to smear it down on our packaging. And we're just going to pop that around. And we're just going to fill in this line. Staying a little bit more in this way. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. But then this is another one off the board. You will see that this month I will be doing more of the, you know, like tones and such. So just because we can. Alright, so that's it with the bumblebee. And then we're just going to come in and layer right on top the mustard seed and the Distress Oxide. Very bright, a little bit brighter than I thought that was going to be, huh? But that's alright. We are just going to just layer it right over the bumblebee yellow. And then we're going to fill it in with the 2 greens, right? And then we're going to go stamping crazy. So how is everyone? I sure hope that you guys are feeling a lot better than me. But you win some, you lose some, right? That is definitely what I'm thinking. Alright, so I am going to let this layer dry before I go with any of the green. So, we're going to go ahead and splatter as well, because I like splatters. And then I will let this layer dry and we will come back and do the green layer. And you guys know I always say mixed media is all about the layering. Also, I am going to be hosting classes coming up in just a few weeks. I will have my personal Facebook group linked down below if you want to check that out. There is going to be 3 back-to-back, so it's 15 weeks, and one of them is a mixed media. So if you're interested in taking one of those classes, drop me a line. If you guys want to play along with our Mixed Media Mayhem Hop, which is the last Friday of every month, the Facebook group will be linked down below, and you can just go ahead and hop on over there and sign up. So this has to dry. We'll be right back. This is all dry, so we are going to come in now with our 2 inks, the Bundled Sage and the Shabby Shudders, and I am just going to squish them down on the same piece of paper so that I can mix them together. And let's use, this is my homemade Shimmer Ink, it's just Aztec Gold Perfect Pearls. It's just a little bit of shimmer, but instead of water, it might be fun to use that, huh? We'll just fill in the areas. Just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then we're going to come in and do some splatters because I had so much ink on there I didn't really need to do more than the one, right? We'll just kind of sop it up and just put some fun splatters all over the paper here. And then we'll let this dry as well, and now we've got some gold shimmer that is going to come out as well. So we'll let this dry. Give you a bit of a close-up of the big mess we've got going on. And it's just a very light shimmer. I don't even know if my camera is going to be able to pick it up for you, but it's just kind of there in the green. And then our little photo is going to go right there. But we're going to do some ink blending with the stencil and some stamping and stuff on top of all of this. So, one more dry tab and we'll be right back. So I'm going to use this stencil. And we've got our peeled paint. We're just going to ink that up. And then we're just going to, now I go clockwise and counterclockwise. So that makes sure that everything gets a bit of stenciling done. We're going to do it there, and we're going to do it in the other corner as well. Clockwise in, counterclockwise. And then we want to get some of the stamping. So we definitely want to come in with this beautiful birch bark. So we're just going to prep it right there on the arm. And we're just going to go with some black. This is my close to my heart black. And I'm not doing the whole stamp, just a little bit of it. Just to kind of run a nice little line. So we got that one on there. And I didn't even take it off of the backing, as you can see. Well, I pulled everything out of that one. This one, it's got a nice little grid. And this one I'm just going to kind of pop it in and then just come in and just add a little bit of texture right around these little areas. And I'll clean those all off later. And this guy is just a bunch of dots. So I'll just kind of come in and I kind of spin the stamp just a little bit just so that it looks a bit different from place to place when you start getting it down. And you know, some of it's going to get covered up, most definitely, but that's the fun part of mixed media. You never really know what's going to show. Okay. Alright. So we've got all of that done down and completed. Now, we'll come in. I don't know if you noticed what I did, but I set everything on top of that, so yay, go me. And we're going to add more adhesive so that everything is super sticky. And it says living the sweet life. You just want to try to get that somewhat centered around where I drew the line. Okay. Let's use Hello Weekend and You're the Best and So Grateful. So to put Hello Weekends there. And this one says you're the best. And just pop that right up there. All of these need to be cleaned. And this one is So Grateful. I do just want to add that right down there. Alright. Ow! So I'm going to clean up all of the mess now. And we are going to run some strips behind it. But I'm just going to like tuck them right here. So it'll look like it's running, but it really, won't be. So give me just a second to get all the mixed media mess cleaned up, everything cleaned off, and I'll be right back. I got my 3 flare picked out. So remember the 3 things that we needed for Mixed Media Mayhem were a stencil, which I've got the stencil on there, ink sprays, which I have used to do the yellow, and flare. So I am going to take these 3 colors of ink, and we're going to go 1, 2, I usually do 3, but I'm going to mix 3 different colors together. So 1, maybe 2. Well, that one's just not going to work for me. And 1, 2. And then we've got this big old tangle of thread. So we are going to just trim up a piece of foam because it's handy, and I'm going to tuck that right in this guy. And then you're just going to take this, and really that's all I do is just ball it up. And so I'm going to place one of my flares there. We're going to put one there. Maybe we'll put it over here. And then the other one I'm going to put down here. And I'm just going to glue it on. So I'm just going to take some glue. I'm going to use not the Craptastic glue. I'm going to use my Berry Arts glue. I'm just going to stick some glue in there, and then I'm going to drop it into the tangled mess we've got going on right there. And then I'm just going to apply some pressure so that I know that it gets, held down, right? And that's it. So I'm going to do the other 3 and get them on there, and then we're going to come back and do the embellishment. And I'm going to try to just use the sticker book, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I used to be a big fan of the art glitter glue, but I couldn't get it all winter long, and the prices went astronomical on it. So Brutus Monroe carries the Barely Art Precision Glue. I'm in love with it, so, but I'm also in love with their Easy Squeeze glue things. I just really like the refillable ones, so I guess it's more of your preference, but I do have clear and white in this. Excellent glue, just so you know. Alright, so we're going to get these other 2 on, and then we'll come back and finish this layout. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did do the tear and used a bit of this green and white polka dotted paper just because I felt like it needed something over there. So now we just gotta find some stuff that is going to work. So we got F-A-M-I-L-Y. So we're going to do our title as family. We're just going to see if we can make it work here, right? So F-A. I always got to make sure I'm spelling things right, 'cause oh, I can't tell you how many times that I've been like, well, that was spelled wrong. So, alright, this guy, So it looks like it says you're the best family, so that's fine. We're going to go with it. And then a Y, just to get some of these little letters used up as well, because this is, you know, one of my Killikits. So we've got family on there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pop in a little love this right over here, just kind of in the twine as well. Happiness. Just kind of stick this guy right. Great day. Just going to kind of stick this one right over here. I have to put some more glue behind those. But we'll see. Because now I do want to like kind of layer some leaves up underneath them, right? Because I feel like just a little bit of added something. And yeah, we are going to have, whoa. We are going to have to add more glue, but that's okay. Let's do a little heart cluster. Nothing big and fancy over here, just a little something. And just go ahead and pop that up there. I'm just adding just a little bits and bobs. Kind of want to keep adding things in, but not overwhelming it, right? Tuck in just a little tag there. Alright. The last is, I think, just little, letter stickers. So now that we have all of that, I think it's actually holding. I do have new bow drops, some green gems, and some brown ones, but these aren't really gems. So I think we're going to stick with just trying to use up some green ones. So we are going to go ahead and pop a few of these right around the page, just for some dimension, and then I am going to pop in the new bow drops as well. So we're just going to get a few of these down. My husband's cooking in the background. I apologize if you hear him. He's making pork steaks, so he's barbecuing tonight, so I am not going to try to deter him. Then we're going to come in with the Nuvo. And we're just pop them in these little areas just because this is more texture and mixed media. Over here, we're just going to go ahead and use it to make our little butterfly tail trail. So, and I'm not trying to make them different sizes, I am just trying to keep them all the same size. Just kind of scatter them about a bit without sticking my hand in them, because that does happen quite frequently. And this one says it is navy blue, but not really. I'm thinking it's more of a marine blue, but it's fine. And that's gonna do it for today's layout, you guys. So don't forget to check out all my peeps who play along every Friday and create some fun mixed media. I always have everyone linked, but there may be someone that, you know, life gets in the way, you guys. Sometimes we don't always have videos up, which is totally fine. Just still give them some love, see what they got going on their channel. And also, what else are we doing? We're doing this for the first day of Off the Board. I've got so many things going on right now, my head is like going to explode. So let's give you a little bit of a close-up of all this fun mixed media work that I've done there. And you can definitely tell where I got my inspiration from, however it looks completely different. This is some excellent mixed media work going on over here. Mine's just kind of messy and all over the place. So that's going to do it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again later with another video.